Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another daily market report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today's Hump Day, November 26th, day before Thanksgiving. Hey, today will be the last recording for this week. Friday we won't be doing anything as there's nothing scheduled for Friday. It'll be basically a quiet day. Stock market, most of those traders, the hedge fund guys are on vacation for the holidays and stuff, so not much I don't expect to be happening on Friday. So next time you'll hear my recording will be on next Monday, December 1st. So anyways, in the meantime, I'll wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a safe and wonderful time with your families. Got a lot to be thankful for. But we'll jump right into it because we do got a lot of economic data, as you can see right here. We'll start off with the weekly jobless claims. So last week we had 292,000 people apply for unemployment. Forecast was supposed to taper down to 288, and we had one that actually this is the first time we've had this jump above 300,000. So 313,000 applied for unemployment according to this week's reports. This is the first time we've seen it for just over 2 months right now. So it's been hanging between the 280 and under 300 range for a while here. Personal income for the month of October, so we had 0.2% increase in people's income. Forecast was supposed to be 0.4, and it came basically at the same thing, 0.2%. So it didn't meet expectations. Consumer spending, we had nil back in September, and it was supposed to go up to 0.3% in the month of October, and only went 0.2%. Again, still didn't meet the forecast or expectations. Core PCE, this is the Fed's favorite gauge for inflation. This is we get when you strip out the food and energy, you get the core. So we're not touching the headline news since there's so much today for the month of October. So back in September, we had a 0.1% increase. 0.2 was the forecast, and it came in at expectations. So we're still below the 2% where the Fed likes us to be. So we're still in good hands in terms of where the inflation numbers are at. Now we got the Chicago PMI. This is the manufacturing in the Chicago region. So it is 66.2 in the month of October, and it dropped down to 60.8. So New York, as we saw earlier this week, that one was sky high. That did extremely well. But Chicago region, it slowed up a bit. They had a sharp drop in their new orders. Consumer sentiment for the month of November, we had an 89.4 in the month of October, and forecast was supposed to go up to 90.1, and it dropped to 88.8. This kind of goes in line with our consumer confidence we saw the other day as well, where we saw a big drop in consumer confidence. So this kind of follows in line. New home sales, month of October, we had back in September 455,000 new home sales. Forecast was 469,000, and it increased, but didn't meet forecast at 458. And then last but not least, we'll cover the pending home sales for the month of October. So back in September, we had a 0.6% increase, but it pulled back a bit in October. So definitely a mixed bag of news here. What we had, personal income, they didn't meet expectations, but they're not extremely terrible, like the personal income and spending. Of course, they'd like to see more spending because that's obviously what drives the economy. People aren't feeling it as well, so you can kind of see how that plays out with people if they're not as confident, they're not spending money. So these are things that they'll be watching, especially heading into Thanksgiving. They're going to kind of be a little concerned since we're going to have Friday will be Black Friday, if it's going to be as big as they hope, primarily because they figure with the lower prices for gasoline and energy that maybe people might be spending a little bit more this year, but we'll have to wait and see. So let's jump right into it. The stock market's a little mixed today. We're not getting a whole lot of activity. We haven't seen a lot of activity of late. Like yesterday, the stock market up, and then they got disappointed with some news that came out later on. The Dow is currently down, but the Nasdaq and the S&P are currently up a little bit, but they're not like huge swings or anything. So nothing to get too alarmed in terms of the stock market right now. Bond market, we're up. We're getting a nice little trendwards. It's going upwards. We're seeing a nice improvement in the interest rates. It's a pretty strong movement going upwards. So this is kind of a good basis. We'll have to kind of wait and see. As long as it stays in that channel, which it has been, we'll most likely see this continue with an improvement in our interest rates. All right. So you guys hopefully you guys have a nice long weekend. Be safe, enjoy your holidays, and being with your loved ones. And certainly we'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching. Take care.